Hello everyone. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'd really appreciate it. Um, I was thinking like, what's the saddest thing about you? Right? And I don't mean sad as in boohoo sad, but in the sad in the way you might see a 40-year-old man wearing a baseball cap backwards, or you might see someone who's maybe in their late 40s out drinking with a group of 20-year-olds, something like that. Something sad, like you're like, geez, that's a little bit sad, isn't it? And I was thinking what my one is. Okay, so I was out this morning. I was out in the train station here in Athlone, and I was trying to get out to Tullamore to train, and the train was sold out, so I couldn't go. And it was kind of like, when they tell you that, you're kind of like, what am I going to do now? And I don't mean I was sad in this, I was disappointed, but I was just felt like a saddo because I was surrounded by kids. I didn't realize that the ploughing championship was on this week. That's what you get for not watching the news, I suppose, or keeping up with current events. So I couldn't go train, and I was kind of getting the bus back out to my place, and I was like, so I was thinking, what is the saddest thing about me? And I realised it's something quite sad, probably in most people's eyes, but I'm actually quite proud of it. So I don't find it sad like that, but So I have a very extensive bookmark collection. And people have contributed to it over the years. Mainly my mum, because she was traveling different places, she'd always pick me up a bookmark, but also friends and loved ones and all that. So I was looking through it, and I was kind of thinking, oh, I wonder what I could have mentioned this on a video as something that's quite sad, and people are probably still thinking, after I just revealed what it is, they probably are thinking, yeah, that is quite sad. But then I was looking through them, and there's such a large range of different types of bookmarks that I own. So I thought I'd display in an even bigger display of sadness my favorite bookmarks that I own. And it doesn't just go with like the style of it or what it looks like or the design and all that kind of things. It goes with like where it came from. I don't remember where every bookmark came from, by the way, but I do remember certain ones that obviously there's places on the bookmarks, so I know who got them from and things like that. So I'm going to go through them. If you can stick around to watch this video, I'd really appreciate it. Maybe at the end I'll try and describe why bookmarks are so important to me, or why I hold them up as something that's quite important. So the first one is very, I can't remember who got me this one, actually, strange enough, after mentioning people I remember, but it's this one. Okay, so it's like that. It's called a zip mark. Okay, so you can see there's a zip there. So if I put it in the book here that I have on top of the pile, The Beach by Alex Garland, you will see that if I put it on the top of the book, it looks like there's a zip in the book. I don't know, it's simple but effective, but a very a strong start, I think, the zip mark. But very functional, and also a talking piece for anybody who does like this kind of thing. I'll just bring them all up here. So this one, my mum got me this one in New Zealand. The thing about these ones is I don't use them. I've got 2 books on the go out there. I usually have 2 books on the go. They're the most battered and beaten up bookmarks I own. I don't tend to use these ones. Again, there's not really any sensible explanation. Well, there probably is. Maybe I just don't want to ruin them or whatever. But bookmarks are a functional thing, and I'm not using them for the function that they should be used for. So this one is like came in a beautiful wrap, New Zealand bookmark. And as you can see, it's small metal, and it's would go into your book like that. You just pin this back here, and it goes in. And it's a tiki. I'm going to read this for you. In Maori, the tiki personifies primeval man. It is a powerful symbol of good luck. The tilted head is for thinking, the hand is strength, the mouth means communication, the heart is for love, and the lines are for fertility. So there you go. A beautiful bookmark from my mum from New Zealand. And it stays in its wrapper in a little drawer, so nobody can never see it. So there's one. Again, this one is from my mum. It's there you go. It's Manhattan, I believe. Where the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, is. It's a plasticky finish to it, shiny, a beautiful bookmark. Again, never used. Next, no idea where this one came from. This is Malta, if you can make it out. It's got a flower on the top here. I think this is not the best one in the sense of functionality, but I think it's a beautiful bookmark. I wouldn't like having this here. That would actually take your eye out. I wouldn't like having that at the top of a book with the flowers sticking out, but I do appreciate the design and the colors and everything like that, and it's wooden, which I appreciate a lot. Then we've got a metal one. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Henry David Thoreau. A metal piece with a little, I don't know what color that is. You probably all know at this stage I'm quite colorblind. So that is a gorgeous bookmark with a beautiful message on it. Probably that I don't follow that much, because especially not going confidently in the direction, maybe staggering in the direction of your dreams would be a better description. But I don't know who got that for me, possibly my mom, but it might not be. Again, this is a famous Banksy. It hasn't come out with a wrapper, as you can see. It's probably never been taken out of the wrapper. It's a Banksy Pulp Fiction. The two boys, Vern and Jules, with the bananas for guns. A lot of people like Banksy, and I understand why. But that's actually a really nice bookmark that I haven't even opened because the seal is not broken. So, and it's an elastic band marquee. Oh, sorry, that's in a different language apart from the elastic band part. I thought I was on something. Next, I believe this is from yes, it is. It's from the Dali Museum. My mum got it for me. It is the Melting Clock. So did I take this? Yeah, I probably did take this out already. So I'm just gonna, no, I probably didn't actually, but I'll show it to you. I'll stuck to the thing, but you can see there it's a metal piece. The Melting Clock, beautiful design. The detail of the disintegration of the persistence of memory. I won't go read all of it, but the painting was painted between 1952 and 1954, and now they're making it into bookmarks and I suppose other things that you can buy and make money for Dali's loved ones. I suppose, you know, his grandkids or whoever. I don't know anything about Dali as personal, but I do like his artwork, and that's I remember having, when I was on the podcast, Kieran Hyland described Dali's as just melting clocks, which was, I really like the way he just took it all down to the most basic and primitive level. So next, this is one I kind of always kept out. You will see it's a 3D, and I think it's actually probably the best 3D thing I've ever seen. A lot of them are really crap. I actually have another bookmark that's a 3D. I can't remember what's on it, but it's really poorly done. But as you can see, this one, it's like, I don't know, it probably doesn't do justice on the camera, but actually in person, as you're looking at it, those planets really come out to you. So I used to display this on a CD rack, hanging off a CD rack, because that's how much I liked this particular one. So yeah, that's a cool one. That was on display for a while. It's not at the moment, but I might put it back on display. This was just a regular cardboard bookmark, but it's Guernica by Pablo Picasso. And you know, you can, I do like Guernica. I think it's really cool, but I wish there was more on this bookmark, or more to it, rather than it just being the regular cardboard. It'd be cool if it was metal even, but I mean, it's a really impressive design on it. And I suppose when you take Guernica, which was a massive piece in size and scope, and try and put it into something like a bookmark, it is difficult, but I really like it. They did it justice in what they could work with. The next one is more for because it's a Samuel Beckett bookmark. Again, it's still in the wrapper, as you can see, but it says, "Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better." And it's a magnetic one you put over one page and the other, and it obviously sticks together. So I do like that one. And last but not least, okay, you may have noticed, or you probably haven't actually because of where I'm positioned, but I've got my screen jumper on that Joanne got me, and it's got a big description on the back. So I would have to put this in as one of my favorites. It's a Scream bookmark, and it's, so you can see, magnetic. If you didn't know what magnets look like, there you go. But I really like it. Yeah, so I will be seeing this in real life in a couple of weeks, and I'll probably do a video about it because I haven't been on a aeroplane in about 18 years. And yeah, we are going to see the Monk Museum, which I'm very excited about, especially about seeing the I like all his art. He's my favorite artist, but the Scream, obviously, I've spoken about it in many of my podcasts about how important or what it means. But I think why like the bookmark as an item though is for readers, it's such an important thing, like, because if you're opening a book of fiction in particular, more than non-fiction, fiction, you're entering a world, and obviously it's off the writer's imagination, but it's of your imagination as well, because you picture the scenes and you picture the characters and things like that. And I think you're not going to read a book from start to finish unless it's a particularly slim volume where you have a lot of time in your hands, whatever. But you need the stopping point, and that is the stopping point, is that bookmark. And if you've ever picked up a book that you've been reading and a bookmark falls out before you get to the page that you're on, you get a slight little bit of panic in the old chest about it, and that speaks volumes about a piece of cardboard or metal or whatever design they've decided to use on it. And I do think that it's I don't know why I started this or why I told people I started this, but I do know how important bookmarks actually are to readers, and nobody wants to curl down the corner of a page. Why would you want to do that to a book? You treat books with respect. So I think the bookmark, it does like hold that world in place, and keeps you in that spot where when you get the time to go back in, you're happy that you've had that piece of metal or whatever. So I hope you took something from this. I hope you've had a good think and wondered what the saddest thing about you was. I don't think this is particularly sad, but if I asked some of my closest friends or whatever, what's the saddest thing about me, they probably wouldn't say bookmarks. They probably have a long list. So, but I'm going to say bookmarks. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't, Thank you. Bye.